students, I welcome you all to my channel Education Lane. Today's topic will be very brief, and in very brief I am going to tell you about vectors, scalars and vectors. So let me tell you the first for the definition of scalars and vectors. These are the quantities which have only magnitude, and there is no specific direction needed for them. Only magnitude. Example, temperature. When you measure the temperature of a body or of an object, you know the value. You won't tell that temperature this is in the direction this or this. Temperature is temperature. It will be having its only value, its magnitude. So this is a scalar quantity. You can think of another examples also, like mass of an object, not weight but mass. What are vectors? Vectors are the quantities which have both magnitude and direction. Both magnitude and direction. Example, velocity. How velocity? You will say that a body or a mass is traveling at a speed 18 km per second or 72 km per hour in this direction, in north direction, in south direction. You can say, so velocity is my vector quantity. You can think of another examples as well. So now my main topic of concentration will be vectors, because it will be of very much use to your vector. A vector is represented by an arrow. This is A, this is B. AB is vector. Now I told you that vector will be having magnitude and direction. So this length will be its magnitude, and this will be its direction. We represent, for example, velocity v like this. So this is a symbolic representation of a vector. This will be represented by a, b, vector over it, an arrow A. This is called the tail, and this is called the head of a vector. This is like an arrow. C, A, P, L. These are representing, these are vectors. These quantities are vectors. Etc. Now, how can I resolve a vector? What is the resolution of a vector? Resolution or components of a vector. Say for example, this is your vector A. Now resolving it, or the components will be such whose addition will give you A. Okay, let us draw. This is A1 and this is A. So A1 plus A2 will give you A. So these are the components. This is called the resolution or components of any vector. Now let us see about vector. Now we want to know the resultant of these vectors. The resultant of sum of these vectors A plus B and A plus B. Vectors can be such like their tails are coinciding, or can be like this. A head of one vector will coincide with the tail of another. So first resolve this, or then we'll resolve this. Complete the parallelogram and then draw a diagonal from the same coinciding point. This will be my resultant A plus B, and this is known as parallelogram law of addition. Got it? Now let's do on this. Just join the tail of one vector to the head of other. This is our resultant A plus B, and this is called triangular, or you can completely write triangular law of addition. Right? So in this way you can add two vectors. Now let us see the formula for the. There are two types of multiplication: dot product and cross product. Let us see the formula for both of these. A dot B is equal to A B cos theta. If these are my two vectors A B, the angle between them is theta, then my A dot B will be AB cos theta. Theta is this angle which is acute. A cross B is equal to AB sin theta. A B, this will be its direction. The resultant of cross product will always be vector. Basically it will be having magnitude and direction. The dot product of two vectors will always be scalar, that is having only magnitude. How the direction n came? Apply right hand screw rule. How? The vector is from A to B. Take your right hand, put this and swipe it to the B. The direction of thumb will be direction of the direction of the product. For example, this is A, B, and this is 90 degrees. Now what will be the direction? This is A, this is B. Swipe your fingers. The direction of thumb will be the direction of the cross product of vectors. Now this third direction will be the direction of cross product. Got it? Let us see 2-3 properties of dot product and cross product. A dot B will always be equal to B dot A, and this property is known as commutative. Whereas the cross product does not follow it, rather A cross B is equal to minus B cross. Got it? A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus A dot C. Here it will be A cross B plus C is equal to A cross B plus A cross C. Right? This property is known as distributive property. Before going to further, let me tell you how to represent a vector according to Cartesian coordinates. Let us say vector A. For x direction, there will be a symbol I cap. This is called cap, J cap, K cap. If A has some coordinates, say 2, 2, 2, then it can be written as 2i cap, means 2 in x direction. 2i cap plus 2j cap plus 2k cap. So this represents x, y and z directions. So let us further proceed. A dot A. These are the magnitudes. Cos theta. Now A dot A, the angle between these two vectors, these vectors are the same vectors, angle is 0. A cos 0. What is cos 0? 1. And this will be A square. This A square is magnitude. But A cross A will be A sine theta. Direction will be what? The same direction as A, because it is overlapping. A over A, the same direction. So this will be sine 0. This will theta will be 0. Sine 0, it is 0. So any product of any two parallel vectors or the vectors which are coinciding, the cross product will always be 0. Now for two different vectors, what will be the cross product and dot product? I am telling you the directly formula. You can do it. You can try to do it by component wise. Okay. A is represented by Ax, some component in x direction, plus Ay j cap plus Az k cap. Similarly, B is Bx I cap, By j cap plus Zz k cap. Same for this. Now what will be the formula for dot product? It will be Ax Bx plus Ay By plus Az Bz. Now what will be for this? I, J, it can be solved using matrix. First components of this, Ax, Ay, Az, Bx, By, Bz. The determinant of this matrix. I am writing the first term, like keep it constant. What will be? Keep Ay, Bz minus By, Az minus, central term will be minus. Leave this and this one. Ax, Bz minus Az, Bx plus Kr. Ax, By minus Ay, Bx. So these are the formula by which you can solve dot and the cross product of two different vectors. So this was basically not very advanced. This is just a brief intro so that you can solve your mechanics questions, so that you can understand your mechanics, what is vector, what are the formula applied, so you can do it very easily. In very detail, the detailed topics, the detailed subject will be done later. So this is just a brief. Thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe my channel Education Lane for further videos. And if you have any questions, write it in the comment box. I will surely answer them and will clear your doubts. Please understand the concept. Thank you.